Welcome students of class 8. Uh, in the previous classes we have discussed on the chapter that is metals and non-metals. There are 4 parts on this chapter, and now in today's lesson we will discuss on the exercise questions from your NCERT textbook. Now everyone follow your NCERT exercise from the chapter that is material, metals and non-metal. At first question, that is, which of the following cannot be beaten into sheets? The options are zinc, phosphorus, sulfur and oxygen. Now question number 1, I only write here the answers. That is the out of the option only the zinc is the metal. Now which can be beaten into sheets? This is the malleability. The property is malleability and the metals are along with this property. So zinc can be beaten into thin sheets. So option is, or the answer is zinc. Next one, the option A. Now 2, the question is which of the following statement is correct? Now there are 4 options. All metals are ductile, all non-metals are ductile, generally metals are ductile and some non-metals are ductile. Now you can assume that all the metals are not ductile. There are some exceptions, that is the mercury. Now all non-metals are ductile. This is also wrong. Generally the metals are ductile. So the option 3, that is generally metals are ductile, are the is the correct statement. So the option is 2C. Generally metals are ductile. Now come to the question number 3. The question number 3 is fill in the blanks. Phosphorus is very, now phosphorus is a non-metal. Now it is very reactive non-metal. So in the blank it would be the word that is reactive. Now question 3b, that is metals are dash conductor of heat and dash. So metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. So the first graph comes with the metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Now 3C, the question is iron is dash reactive than copper. So from the reactivity table we can easily assume the answer, that is iron is more reactive or highly reactive than copper. Now question number D, metal reacts with acid to produce dash gas. Now from the last class we have discussed that metal reacts with acid to produce hydrogen gas, and that comes with the pop sound when burned. So here the answer will be hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas. So these are the answers. Now question number 4, that is there is some statement and we have to tell that they are true or false. First option, that is first question, generally non-metal react with acid. We know that metals react with acid. Some non-metals react, but not the all non-metals. So generally non-metals does not react with acid. Now the option will be false. So 4-1, that is false. 2, the statement is sodium is very reactive non-metal. Now in the last class we have I have tell you that about the reactivity table. Now if we again remember the reactivity table, then sodium is the upper portion, that is it is the second element of the reactivity table. So it is highly reactive. So the statement is correct. So it is true. Option number 3, that is copper displaces zinc from zinc sulfate solution. Now just remember the reactivity table 1, that their copper is situated below that of the zinc. So from the concept is which is highly reactive, it can displace the another one that is the less reactive from its salt. Now here copper is less reactive than zinc because copper is below that of the reactivity that of the zinc in the reactivity table. So zinc and then iron and then copper, and it is below also the hydrogen, so it cannot displace zinc from the zinc sulfate solution. So the statement is false again. Number 4, coal can be drawn into wires. Now it is the property that is ductility, and coal, that is the carbon. The constituent of coal is carbon. Now carbon is being a non-metal cannot be ductile, so it cannot be converted to wires. So here the statement is false again. So 4-1 is false, 4-2 that is true, third one is false, and fourth is also false. Now next one, that is question number 5. Some properties listed in the following table distinguish between metal and non-metal on basis of the following points. Now first one of that is appearance. So metal comes with a lustrous appearance and non-metals comes with a dull appearance. Next one, that is hardness. Now metal are hard in nature and non-metals are soft in nature. Third one, that is malleability. Malleability, metal cannot be beaten. Metal can be beaten into thin sheets, but non-metals cannot. Ductility, cannot be drawn into wires. It is the ductility, but non-metals cannot. Conduction of heat and electricity. Now metal are good conductor of heat and electricity, but non-metals are not. So make a chart of regarding the following 6 points and make a note for yourself in the chart form. It is also the difference between metal and non-metal regarding the following points, that is appearance, hardness, malleability, ductility, conduction of heat and electricity, and the conduction of heat and electricity, all of these. Now question number 6, today we will discuss up to the question number 6, so it is the last question. First, give reason for the following. Aluminium foil are used to wrap food items. Why? Because aluminium comes under a metal, so metal having the property that is malleability, so to wrap the food items their thin sheets is required, and for this reason aluminium is chosen for this purpose. So as aluminium is malleable and can be made to thin sheets, so it can be used to wrap food items, so it will be the answer. Next one, immersion rods for heating liquids made of metal. Now we have just discussed that metals is good conductor of heat and electricity. Now as it is a good conductor of electricity and heat, so we can use it for the heating of the liquid. First of all, here the explain and then make your note. Now question number 3, copper cannot displace zinc from its salt solution. Now just remember once, copper is below that of the zinc, that is zinc, iron, hydrogen, and then copper. Now as copper is below that of the zinc, so it cannot displace hydrogen or metal from the zinc from its salt. It will be the answer. So the answer will be, as from the reactivity table the copper is below that of the zinc, so it cannot displace zinc from its solution. You may write down the equation, that is zinc sulfate plus copper, no reaction. Next one, sodium and potassium stored in kerosene. Now we have earlier told that sodium and potassium are highly reactive in nature. So as they are highly reactive in nature, so here a high reactivity is shown in presence of air, that is with oxygen, producing the metal oxide, that is Na plus O2 equal to Na2O. Na plus O2 equal to 2Na2O. So it is a large amount of heat is generated, and this is also known as exothermic reaction. So as large amount of heat is generated, so it may take the, or it may occur an accident, so here it can be stored under kerosene. So these are the answers. Make a note of yourself for yourself. First of all, hear the explanation of the question and then carefully make your note. On the next class, we will discuss on the next questions from your NCERT exercise. Thank you.